So let's start. Last week I've been reviewing Nginx PR and Ceph PR to improve the performance of SeaStore, and we'll continue on my unit test for the client request sequencer. And that's me, Avnam.
Hello everyone. The past week I've been working on refactoring our send in connection. Kefu, Radek told me that you and him found a small bug in Crimson where we're using intrusive PTR, where we're sending the messages instead of a unique PTR. Do you recall something like that?
Yes, I do recall that. It's not actually a bug. It's more like a opportunity for us to improve the interface, because sometimes we use the interface for sending a message, right? But that very message, when sending
could get sent twice. Yeah.
Yes, which allows us to send it twice. But per Nginx, we should not use a message, because every message is identified a unique ID.
Yep. So I've been working on changing that. That's actually a pretty big change, and I still need to, also locate all the places that this change needs to take place. It's kind of hard to grab for that. For example, or can grab for make message, because usually we call send right after we call make message. I guess it is possible that sometimes we actually call make message from some function and then call send from a nested function. So that is also something that I need to work on. Yeah. So right now I just added a new make message under the Crimson namespace that returns a unique PTR instead of an intrusive PTR. And I also needed to add it as a friend in all of the classes under SRC messages, because the current make messages had to be defined as a friend in all of them. So,
Evan, just a quick thought. Have you considered, instead of using a smart pointer, we could just move semantic of the message? So every time we pass a message, we instead of passing a pointer, we just pass a moved instance of a message. Does this work, or it cannot be avoided because we need to invoke the move constructor every time?
This was actually after me and Radek had a couple of meetings about it. And at the first meeting already, he suggested using a unique PTR. I haven't tried of thinking how to implement it without it, actually.
Okay. I think a unique pointer is a more safe approach to address this problem.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm just working on that right now.
Good luck with it. I think it could be a huge change.
Yeah, it's
hundreds of it.
Everywhere is using
even more.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's me.
Thank you. Chunmei.
I tried to test NVD release build, but it still has problem after apply SAM's patch. When I change the FIO configuration, change the different IO depth, different job number, and the time. Every configuration has meet different issues, so I will wait SAM's finish the modification of GC and then redo the test. So no features developed currently. If you have other tasks, and I'm glad to take another task. And I'm reading the code currently. That's all.
By applying SAM's patch,
Yeah,
has this patch been applied to merge into the master?
Yes, has already merged into the master.
And you mentioned that you are using
Sam
different settings for testing.
Sam has known that GC has other issues, and he said he's working on it. Yeah. But every configuration account to finish the test met different issues, and I have already replied to the Sam. He has known it. And if you have other features needed to develop, and I don't know what can happen to Sam to do the IO path, because the task cannot be divided into small pieces. So
regarding to the next task, probably I think the M2N is one thing we should look at it sooner or later.
Yeah, sure. M2N, right? Yes, that's my consider.
Do some investigations. We did this before, but we need to rethink about it to figure out what is the approach we should take to address this problem, because the goal is to M2N instead of one-to-one mapping.
Sure. Yeah, I will take some time and consider it and review the design. I think I have discussed with Sam about M2N and get some his idea. So
it's something we can tangible task we can embark on at this moment.
Pardon?
It's just some concrete task we can start with at this moment.
Yes, the communication between the different cores. We need to send the message. They said we just use the standard method, not use the foreign pointer for the connection. Maybe foreign pointer for the message.
Okay. Yes.
So we need to do the send the message and the communication between the cores.
Okay.
Maybe this is related to Amnon's task. Amnon's modifying the reference to the messages.
Pardon? You see?
Amnon is trying to modify the reference of the messages. So maybe you are related. You are trying to introduce foreign pointer to the message, right?
Yes. We can send the message, right? We can send the data through the submit, okay, the communication, right? You can send the data to the different cores, but you still can send a pointer, right? The other cores can use that foreign pointer point to the data.
Yeah, but what is data? Do you mean
the
buffer in the message or the
network payload? I think.
No, the OSD doesn't use network payload directly. It uses messages.
Yeah, I mean the sync messenger received the payload, right? The request.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the sync messenger, no, not a sync messenger. The premise messenger will send if it identified it's different PG, not belong to this core, it will send to find the destination core and.
Well, I don't think when receiving the payload, the messenger can understand which PG it belongs to.
So OSD layer, right?
Possible?
It is OSD layer.
Yeah, it should be after the message is generated and sent to OSDs, and OSD
layer send the message to the other layer OSD, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is as a layer of OSD to understand which message it belongs to, which PG, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's all. So Sam still has problem on the in the GC, and I'm wait to Sam finish his modification.
I think what Yingxin want to emphasize is that you need to take Avenon's efforts into consideration, because Avenon wanted to use a unique pointer to as an interface when sending a message. But in your case, you wanted to use a foreign pointer for passing the message between to sending a message to a given OSD, even though that OSD that connection, the messenger, could live on a different core. So you guys might want to coordinate on this. Where we should define the interface, what the interface would look like. If we want to use the message as an interface, we need to consolidate on the type of the smart pointer. That's it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Chunmei, we should talk about that maybe after the meeting or something.
Yeah, okay. So the pointer is unique pointer or foreign pointer for the messenger, right? Message.
Or something different.
Or something different.
Yes.
Sure. Let's talk in the after offline.
Okay.
Xuehan.
Last week I adjusted some of my PRs according to Kefu's suggestion, and I am still reading the source code of SeaStore and trying to comprehend the detailed design. I noticed that some futurized store APIs have not been implemented in SeaStore. I intended to do some work in that area, but I don't know if it is feasible right now. I mean, I don't know if that implementation is blocked by some other work that must be done first.
Xuehan, could you send a mail or list out the missing API which is not implemented by SeaStore yet?
Okay.
If it's intentional or just the missing underlying work due to missing underlying work.
Okay.
By the way, we already merged the patch from Xuehan to fix the recovery and backfill. So hopefully in next regularly testology run, we could find a green test result of the thresher test. Currently, we have like 9-ish tests which are performed by our cron job. One of them is a thresh test. It's been failing for months. Hopefully, we could have all of them green.
One question: is recovery working now?
Yes, in theory, yes. Let me post the test result in the chat window. Hold on. This is the regular test performed by testology by our cron job, and we find the one test by Xuehan. So Xuehan's change has been merged like 7 days ago, but the last batch was performed 10 days ago. So that's why we still have test failures in the thresh test. But hopefully, in the next week or so, we could have a all green test result performed by testology cron job. Does it answer your question, Yingxin?
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Yingxin?
Last week I have implemented the node manager level unit tests and with some fixes in the PR. And, it is still reviewing. The next thing for the node tree, I'm currently working on the node level logics for erase.
You mean the erase and merge, right?
Yeah, erase merge.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all for me.
have you got a chance to ping Sam regarding to his opinion on your test coverage? Offline,
okay.
I mean.
Sure. I will send an email.
Yeah, I just wanted to get his blessings for your code
Yeah.
coverage. That was his concern in last stand-up. Thank you, and talk later. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 You.